Guys, thank you for tuning in. You're watching TOJ. I'm your host, Rico Suave, the opinion junkie here, reporting live from New Orleans. Anyway, according to an article by the Daily Beast, comic book legend Stan Lee, 95 years old, whose real name is Stanley Martin Lieber. Mr. Lieber is 95 years old. Stan Lee is basically the creator of such names as Spider-Man, some X-Men, the Incredible Hulk. I think he even collaborated to make Iron Man. In fact, I think Stan Lee and Jack Kirby also created the Black Panther, who's actually the top box office movie right now. And all of this stuff is coming out that Stan Lee, the creator, is actually suffering from pneumonia. Hasn't been to the hospital. And that I guess Adult Protective Services of Los Angeles had to come to this man's house and get him off the property because he's basically held hostage for the most part by a guy named Max Anderson. Max Anderson, or Mac, is his real name. Mac Anderson, or he got different aliases. But according to the article by the Daily Beast, Stan Lee has been in bad health ever since his wife passed away. And it seemed that Mac Anderson has been keeping this man hostage from all his friends. So basically, it's almost like Mac Anderson has not necessarily power of attorney over Stan Lee, but when Stan Lee would go to comic book conventions and do autographs and sign photographs, you know, and take pictures with the fans, Mac Anderson would be the guy getting the money for all these appearances. And I mean, sometimes you have to wait in line upwards of an hour and a half to 3 hours to take 1 2-minute photo with Stan Lee. Now, in a twisted plot, from what I understand, this is fucked up. This is the fucked up part about this. This really got me emotional, which is why I'm talking in different speeds, because I'm trying to do this without being angry or emotional. But the lady in the top left corner, the Spanish-looking girl, that's Stan Lee's nurse. Her name is Linda Sanchez. Linda Sanchez is 28 years old and has been removed from the property for giving Stan Lee basically naked showers together. He and her both would take naked baths. And what I understand is all this stuff started to transpire once his wife passed away. And this is Miss Linda. I think her name is, Joan. Yeah, Joan Lee, his wife. When she passed away, I think, I don't know, like most older men, he must have got, lonely or what have you. When he got lonely, I guess he just wanted, some company. And this lady took advantage of that. Stan is 95 years old, I mean, the guy, thank God, for the most part, Stan Lee really ain't senile. So, I mean, he must have just got lonely. And I think what I'm understanding from the article and the Family Insider is that the young lady and the manager, the Anderson guy, Mac Anderson, plotted to get a sexual harassment suit against Stan Lee by letting her come in, prance around the house naked, give the man naked, showers together, basically putting him him and her both in a compromising position to say, well, I was naked. And when the cops, even this is what I don't like. When the cops asked Ms. Linda Sanchez, why don't you wear regular clothes, like a nurse's uniform? Why don't you let a male nurse give Mr. Lee a bath? The answer is always, well, this is what Lee is comfortable with. And she says she takes baths with Stan Lee butt naked for hygiene purposes. Give me a fucking break. So for the most part, it seemed that TMZ got a hold to a video. I don't know who shot the video or how they shot the video, but it's a video really disturbing. Marvel Entertainment and TMZ teamed up, I guess, to release a video of Stan Lee, and it looked like one of those ISIS videos. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. He's just like basically on a couch, looking frail, and it's basically him saying, I'm going to put the link to the video in my description box. I don't want to get no copyright suit or nothing. But it's a video of Stan Lee saying, hi you guys, I'm having pneumonia, and when I'm feeling better, I'll be out, back out on the scene doing autographs or whatever. And for the most part, somebody this old and this is out of respect for him. I would, and it's not, you know, disrespecting to the comic book fans. I wouldn't even be out there, quite honestly, you know, doing autographs. Not at that fucking age. I would literally be enjoying my life, traveling the world, seeing places. But I guess, you know, I mean, for the most part, when you have you know, a passion for the comic books, you know, for the comic book business, for the industry, you do love to, you know, be out there chopping it up with the fans. And that puts a wear and tear on the body. And for the fans, the young fans, to demand that Stan Lee do, you know, show up to these events to sign autographs is asking for a little bit too much. Even when I went to go meet Stan Lee, and I'm not going to post a picture of me and Stan Lee out of respect. I'm not trying to get like YouTube clicks or whatever. But I waited a long time. I mean, like almost 2 hours. But I enjoyed just seeing, you know, costume nerds walking by me at the Wizard World comic books when it happened here in New Orleans. He came, so I got a chance to see this man, you know, in his final days, so to speak. And I wished, you know, the best for the family. But that creepy video that TMZ leaked, I don't know who they paid to get access to that particular video. But I was told that the video was shopped around, and that I don't like. So anyway, I wish Mr. Lieber the best. He's 95 years old. And so far, a lot of what we're getting is just drip drops of information. So nobody really knows Stan Lee's real health, you know, complications at this point. But I do know that Family Services and Adult Protective Services have finally got Mr. Lee out of the house, and his daughter Joan, I think, and you know, I found out that Stan Lee has a brother. I think his brother 85 years old. So his younger brother is trying to get not power of attorney, but his younger brother is trying to get Stan Lee you know, away from the people that was taking care of him. Because what I understand is the guy Max Anderson, or Mac Anderson, whoever this longtime bodyguard person is, wrote checks, and I'm talking millions of dollars have been stolen from Stan Lee. And that's a nasty scumbag ass shame. It take a real rotten piece of shit ass person to steal money from an old man who might be losing, you know, his mental capacity or what have you. So I think Anderson will be going to jail soon. I hope he does, if it comes out that Linda and this man conspired to rip Stan Lee off. Anyway, guys, till more information comes out, I'm going to keep you guys posted. Till next time, take care of yourselves.